Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a controversial topic: why men shouldn't get married in the USA. Stick around as we break down the reasons backed by statistics and real-life examples. We're not here to point fingers or demonize anyone. This is about looking at the facts, the statistics, and the real-life stories that don't always get told. We're going to break down the reasons why marriage, at least as it stands right now in the US, might not be the best deal for dudes. We're talking about the legal system, the financial risks, and the emotional toll it can take. We'll examine it all, man, so buckle up because this is going to be a wild ride. Alright, let's talk about divorce. Everyone knows divorce rates are high, right? It's like the elephant in the room when you're talking about marriage. But what people don't talk about enough is who's initiating these divorces and what happens after. Studies show that women are initiating close to 70% of divorces. Now, I'm not saying that's anyone's fault, but it's a fact. And it means we need to look at why that is. Are women unhappy in their marriages? Are men screwing up left and right? What's the deal? But it gets deeper, man. Divorce isn't just about ending a relationship. It's about dividing assets, figuring out custody, and often, one person paying the other alimony or child support. And guess what? More often than not, that person paying is the man. Look, I'm not saying women are out to get men or anything like that. But the system, the way it's set up right now, it can be brutal for dudes going through a divorce. And the financial hit, that's just the beginning. Okay, let's talk about the financial realities of divorce, because this is where it gets really scary for a lot of guys. First off, divorce itself is expensive. We're talking lawyer fees, court costs, the whole 9 yards. The average divorce can set you back anywhere from $15,000 to $30,000. That's insane, right? And that's before you even factor in alimony or child support. Then you've got the division of assets. In a lot of states, it's a 50-50 split, even if one person made significantly more money during the marriage. So you bust your ass building a business, investing in your career, and then bam, divorce hits, and you're splitting it all down the middle. And don't even get me started on alimony. Over 90% of alimony payers are men. Think about that for a second. You could be paying your ex-wife thousands of dollars a month for years, even if she's perfectly capable of supporting herself. It's like a never-ending financial burden. Now look, I'm all for supporting your kids, that's a given. But the child support system? It's another area where men often get the short end of the stick. The average child support payment is over $400 a month per child. That adds up fast, especially if you have multiple kids. And that's on top of any other expenses you have. And here's the thing, guys. Child support isn't always used for the kids. I've heard horror stories of ex-wives using child support money for vacations, shopping sprees, you name it. And the fathers? They're stuck paying, often without any real say in how the money is spent. Now, I know there are good mothers and fathers out there fighting for their kids, and that's awesome. But the system, man, it's just not set up to be fair. In a lot of cases, it can feel like you're being punished financially for simply being a man. Chapter 4. The emotional toll men hurt too. We've talked about the financial hit of divorce, but let's talk about the emotional and mental strain. Look, divorce is tough on everyone involved, but studies have shown that men often have a harder time coping afterwards. They have higher rates of depression, substance abuse, even suicide. Why? Because men are often taught to bottle up their emotions, to be strong and silent. And after divorce, they might not have the same support system that women do. Their friends might not be as available or understanding. They might feel like they can't talk about their feelings without being judged. It's a recipe for disaster, man. We need to break down these stereotypes and create spaces where men feel comfortable expressing their emotions, especially after something as life-altering as divorce. Chapter 5. Family Court. Is it really fair? Let's talk about family court for a minute, because this is where things can get really ugly. Now, I'm not saying all judges are biased, but there's a perception that family courts often favor mothers in custody battles. And statistically, fathers are less likely to get full custody of their kids, even if they are loving, capable parents. This can be incredibly frustrating and heartbreaking for fathers who want to be active participants in their children's lives. They're often treated like visitors, like second-class parents, and that's just not right. We need to push for more balanced custody arrangements that prioritize the best interests of the child, regardless of the parent's gender. Chapter 6. Marriage. Is it really necessary? Look, at the end of the day, marriage is a big decision. And with everything we've talked about, it's understandable why some men are hesitant to tie the knot. But here's the thing, you don't need a piece of paper to be happy or fulfilled. There are plenty of guys out there who find joy and purpose in their careers, hobbies, friendships, and families without being married. And that's awesome. We need to stop seeing marriage as the be-all and end-all for men. It's just one path, one option among many. Utro, the future of relationships. So there you have it, guys. The cold, hard truth about marriage in America. It's a complex issue with no easy answers. But hopefully this video has given you some things to think about. If you're a young man thinking about marriage, make sure you go into it with your eyes wide open. Get a prenup, understand your rights, and be prepared for the possibility of divorce. And if you're going through a divorce right now, know that you're not alone. There are resources available to help you through this tough time. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts on this topic in the comments below. See you next time.